Section 5, Video 5. Focusing on word problems now. Again, some good, helpful steps are followed here. We have read the question, which is a good first step. Define the variables. So if I look at this question, I see you are on a submarine tour that passes a group of scuba divers and octopi. You count 27 heads and 126 legs. How many divers and how many octopi are there? So our variables are divers and octopi. So we'll call divers D, and octopi, I don't want to use O because it looks like 0. I'll just say fish, F for fish. So I've read the question, I defined the variables, I need to write two equations relating them. Well, we have two totals. We have a total that represents heads and one that represents legs. So if we look at legs first and how we can represent this, we know that for divers you're going to have 2 legs. When you're talking about octopi, you're going to have 8 legs. So F means the octopi for fish there. You know that when it comes to legs, you have 126 legs that were observed. That's one equation. When you talk about heads, a diver has 1 head and an octopi only has 1 head. So how many heads did they count? 27. So we have 2 equations, 2 variables in each. To solve by substitution, we would want to have one of those equations solve for a variable. Now again, we don't want fractions, so if you were to look at this strategically, the best variables to solve for would be this D or this F, and it's up to you. I'm going to solve this one for D, which means I'm going to solve for this. So I'm going to subtract F, and you have a new equation. It is D equals 27 minus F. Now, one of the equations is now solved for a variable. So I take that D, and I'm going to plug it into the other equation, and I will get 2. Now D is substituted for 27 minus F plus 8F equals 126. We have some distributing to do, which will give us 54 minus 2F, and we have plus 8F equals 126. We have like terms, which gives us a positive 6F when you combine them. We subtract 54. 6F equals 72. We divide by 6, and F is 12. Remember that this is a system of equations with 2 variables, so we just found one of the variables. Now we go back to our original equations, and remember we can plug that F into this equation, or this equation, your choice. The one that's going to be most efficient will be this one. So D equals 27 minus 12. So basically I took that value and I plugged it in right there. And that gives us 15. So there are 12 octopi and 15 divers. And this ends Section 5, Video 5.